Hey guys, Mike here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to deal with the new COVID testing requirements for international travelers returning to the United States. As you probably know, on December 6th, they tightened the window of when that test had to occur. Instead of 72 hours, it has to be done within a day. Now, yeah, no stress there, right? So the important thing to realize, a little bit of clarification that a lot of people are confusing, is the fact that it's not 24 hours. That day is not 24 hours. It's the day. So what that really means is if you can get your COVID test done the day before your flight and then up to when you check in on the day of your flight, then you're good to go. So that's a pretty big difference. So you might ask, just how are we going to streamline this process? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the Binance Now COVID-19 AG card home test made by Abbott. There it is. We're going to talk more about it, and we're actually going to take you through and actually do an actual test and show you what it looks like, so you know exactly what to expect, how long it's going to take, and make you feel comfortable about the last few days of your vacation and not having to worry about, am I going to get out? Can I get a test? Is there going to be a line somewhere at the airport, or just how's this going to work? And stressing out and not being able to really enjoy the end of your vacation. So let's go see how it works. So quickly, how did we get here? So I spent the last week, the week after Christmas, last week of the year, in Panama. So that trip's been planned for a little while, obviously, and going to different parts of Panama. We scheduled our trip such that we'd be in Panama City 3 days before leaving, so that'd be easy within the 72 hours to be in a big city. We have access to probably several options to get COVID tests. Well, that was all well and good, and then along came December 6th, and now all of a sudden, the way our trip was scheduled, the last 2 days of our trip, we're going to be in the San Blas Islands, which is, if you know anything about Panama, if you've ever been there, it's very remote. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's no such thing as Wi-Fi. Cell service is very spotty. So we were left trying to figure out just exactly how we were going to get from the San Blas Islands back to the airport in time to make a flight and somehow figure out how to get a COVID test in the middle of all that. So that was a little bit stressful. So that's, when we did some research and we came up going, hey, this is going to be our best shot. This is going to be our plan A, and we hope we can make it work. So that's how we fell on this. So right now I'm going to show you my boarding card, because I want you to know that I'm not making this up. We really did this. This test works. The process works. It's super, super easy. And anybody that takes this test, which of course the United States will, and sooner or later the other countries will that demand you have a test coming in, even if you're fully vaccinated, this is going to be my go-to. That's how great it worked and how easy it was. So having said that, let's go see how it works. Okay, so what do we need to do to get ready to go? First thing, I guess, is we're going to have to get a hold of some tests. The second thing is we're going to have to download and install the Navica App on our PC or smartphone or our tablet. You can either get those off the App Store, Android and or iOS, or there's a link at the eMed site. If you already have your test first before you do it, there's a QR code on the box. So there's lots of ways to do that. That's pretty easy. Just one note is you need to go in there and set up an account or a profile after you get the app ready, and then that's all you have to do before you go. The other thing that I haven't really mentioned a whole lot about yet is you're going to need an internet connection when you're trying to do this. And so whether that's a Wi-Fi connection, if you're doing it on your phone, you can use, if Wi-Fi if it's available, or you can use your phone connection. Having said that, you need a pretty decent connection because you are exchanging video and audio back and forth, and so a stable connection is pretty important. So that's something you need to think about where you're going to be when you're going to take your test. Okay, so that's really all you have to do. Now let's talk about getting some tests. So right now you can only get the test at emed.com. They also come only in a 6-pack. So, and they're $25 a piece. However, by the time you add shipping and tax to it, that takes it from $150 to almost $200. So really it's about $33 a piece. Still cheaper than getting a test, somewhere in a different country. unless you've got some special deal with your hotel or wherever you're going. So having said that, and they do have an expiration date, so you don't want to get them too far ahead. They normally ship them in a 2 day a 2 day time frame. Right now, I think it's taking an extra week, so you do need to plan a little bit ahead, but you don't want to get these months and months ahead because they may expire before you can use them if you do that. So just be careful with that. That's really all you have to worry about, I guess. You need to go in the emed.com and the Navica app kind of work together when you do your test, so you can show your results and store your results and initiate a test and be able to show the airlines your results and whatnot. So that's really all you need to know. So why don't we let's go take a test and see how we do. All right, so click on the Navica app, and then you go ahead and sign in. So then you click I have a test, because assuming you've already got your test. Then you scan the barcode, the QR code on the box, and that tells them it's a validated test. So you hold your box up and you scan that, and then it goes and says, hey, you know, tells you the test will take about 15 minutes, gives you a questionnaire about who you are and you're taking the test, and why it's your first test, and what else? Are you traveling by air? Why are you doing it? If you're traveling by air to get back in the country and all that kind of good stuff. So you just go through all that, and then ask you, the airline you're flying, the country you're coming from. So you put all that in, and then the city you're coming from as well. So there we go. You get your city put in there. And then it goes through a diagnostic and make sure that your device is ready. Now, mind you, this is not sped up or anything. I wanted this to be in real time so that you understand how long this may or may not take. So it's going to take you through and check your audio, your audio inputs, your audio outputs, your video, and your network connections to make sure that they're valid and that they can work. So you just kind of let it go through that process. Okay, there we go. And then you click on yes, let's start the test, because you're ready to go. And now you go into a little waiting period, which again, this is in real time, waiting for the person who's going to come walk you through the test. And I can't remember how long it took, but it's really quick. It's way less than a minute, I think. Now, mind you, it recorded the proctor's audio, but not mine. So I'm going to try to catch you up as we go through this, because you're only going to get one side of the audio.
Thank you for choosing. Can you hear me clearly? Hi, my name is William. I'm going to be a certified guide to prepare an accurate test kit. To ensure that your test is supported, we'll need to verify date.
You can also notice here that this is real world here. We were having a hard time getting it to read the QR code and putting it up against the camera, and it's wiggling around. So it works out. You'll make it happen. And this is also a real world piece where the video cuts in and out and they restart it. But you get through it. It's not that big a deal, as you can see.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, I don't seem to have video connection for some reason. Uh, Let me try resetting the video connection one more time.
Then you're asked to show your photo ID, which, for most it'll be either a passport or a driver's license.
There we are. Okay, I got the expiration date, thank you. May I please have the name and date of birth of the person that's being tested? Thank you. And may I please see an ID for Michael?
There's the driver's
Thank you.
license.
Can you are the owner of the account used to log in? Can you confirm you are the owner of the account used to log in? All right, if our connection drops, just click on the message that says click here to reconnect.
So then they'll ask again to show you the test.
Can you please tilt the camera so I can see the test box on the flat surface one more time?
And then the instructions come up, so as he tells you what to do, you'll get instructions to show you exactly what to do. It's really super easy.
Okay, thank you, sir. Instructions for this test are going to be on the screen. You can go ahead and open up the test box. There should be a sealed test card, a sealed swab, and a bottle of liquid. Okay. Next, you're going to take the test card out of its packaging.
They'll get you open the card, you put some drops in the top, you swab your nose, and it's just pretty easy.
Okay, hold it a little closer to the QR code there. Okay, thank you. Go ahead and open up the test card. You're going to want to lay it completely flat like an open book, ensuring the two holes are on the right side of the card. Be careful not to touch the inside of the test card itself. I apologize. I probably should have started off with that first.
He's laughing because when he told me to open the card, I put my fingers all over the inside, and then he told me not to touch it. So anyway, a little fun there.
Yes. So the little bottle there, you're going to remove the cap. If it's a twist off cap, then it's going to be just quick twist and okay. Now you're going to hold it half an inch over the top hole. That's the smallest of the two holes on the right hand side. You're going to slowly add 6 drops in that top hole. All right. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and take the swab out without touching the foam tip. All right, so we're going to swab each nostril beginning with your left. You're going to insert it at least half an inch into your left nostril, and then you're going to rotate 5 times against the sides of your nostril. Okay, now do the same for the right. Keep the card on the table and thread the swab through the bottom hole until it's visible in the top hole. Twirl the swab shaft 3 times to the right, and leave it in the cart. Peel off the adhesive liner that's on the right edge of the test card. The sticker that says do not remove, ignore the do not part. Okay. Exactly. Completely disregard that do not. Close the left side on top of the right side. Keep it face up on the table just like that. Okay? Alright, so in a moment I'll activate your timer. Test card is to stay flat and stationary. Be careful not to touch it during this time. After 15 minutes, a certified guide is going to assist you in interpreting your results. You're free to move away from the screen. Just be sure to be back before those 15 minutes are up, okay? Alright, if you have any problems or complications whatsoever or even questions, this is our customer support link. On that page, you're going to scroll to the bottom and fill in the little answer sheet right there that's going to ask for your information. You'll get into contact with customer support, okay? You're very welcome, sir. Have a pleasant rest of your day and Happy New Year.
There we go. So now you click I'm ready and wait for the person who's going to interpret your results. Again, this is in real time to show you how fast it is.
Hello, and thank you for choosing email. Can you hear me? Thank you. Thank you for waiting. My name is Lauren. I will be your certified guide together with the interpret and record your result. Now, hold your test card in the front of the device camera. Just scan the QR code so I see the result. Just hold it for a second. Thank you. There are three possible outcomes of this test: positive, negative, and invalid. Please look the result window on the front of the card and look carefully for the pink line. The line sample window can be very faint. Do you see a two pink horizontal line like on my screen? Only single pink horizontal line next to the word control on the side. I see. Yes, you have tested the negative for COVID-19. If you experience COVID-related symptoms, you may require additional testing to confirm that you don't have COVID-19. If you have any question, you contact the healthcare provider or local health department. Now, dispose this card, drop the bottle, and swab in your trash. The test is now complete. Information about the test will be sent to your email if positive or invalid. Your test result will be sent to your Navica app if negative. Your test result in the digital pass will be sent to your Navica app. I am now submitting your negative test result. And if you have any question you want to contact the customer service, I will send the link in the chat box. This is www.email.com/contact us. Goodbye, and thank you for choosing email. Sure.
Okay, well, that was pretty easy. So within a couple of minutes, I had the results emailed to me by emed.com, and I also had it in the app. So I had two ways to see my results. So hey, it worked pretty well. Hey, I know this was long. Thanks for sticking around if you're still here. I just hope this helps you understand the new requirements and some of the options you have, because let's face it, nobody wants to stress about getting home. You should be able to enjoy the end of your vacay, right? So if you have any questions or comments, put them below. Like it, share it with your friends who travel. If you're not a member of the crew already, please hit that subscribe button. That always helps. Coming up next is a little fun Copa Airlines short. Next week, we're going to do our adventure in Panama. So, you know what? Until next time, I'm out of here.